Columbus is on display on almost every street in downtown area. It was one of the few Mississippi towns spared from destruction during the Civil War. WCBI's Jory Talley joins us live from the Tennessee Williams home with more on the city's history and why it's important to not let it fade away.
Andrea, this treasured home behind me is just one of the many historic properties around town that's been saved from becoming a memory. Restoring properties like this one is what keeps the town's history alive and its story thriving. Columbus, Mississippi, born in 1821 and originally known as Possum Town. It started writing its story almost 200 years ago, and parts of its early life are still around.
There's so many things that you cannot do anything about, and one of them is create history. You cannot create historic structures.
25,000 residents have planted their roots in Columbus, and so have more than 600 historical properties.
Every community has places that they are working to save that are valuable to them, and they haven't quite figured it out yet. But I would say that for Columbus, the attitude is, what are we going to do to save it, which is not always every community's approach. So you've gone a long way to saving the places that are meaningful to your community.
One of those meaningful places is the Rosedale Mansion, established in 1856. It's a treasured piece of history here in the middle of town.
We moved to this house, and it was 7 years, and then I guess we just liked the historical aspect of the house, and we decided to restore it to the original thing. Mm-hmm. And it was a huge process, which took 4 years.
There's 3 historic districts within the history-rich town.
The Burns Bottom and the Downtown Main District, and then the South Side Historic District, which goes from the river to 14th and then down to the railroad track. So you're talking about a tremendous area that amasses so many historic structures. And then here on the campus of MUW, there are about 35 structures that are on the National Register.
It's those pieces of history that attract people from all over the world. Last month alone, the Tennessee Williams Welcome Center reported guests from our visitors in town from 24 different states and 9 different countries. Live in Columbus, Jory Talley, WCBI News. Back to the studio.